How would you build stronger trust between law enforcement and the community, especially in historically underserved areas?
So I think we need to build on a momentum we already have. I think the Schenectady Police Department has made a concerted effort to try to be more community engaged. We have organizations that work with them all the time that do events in the summer.
Okay.
That really have to do with youth. We have a community cup that we do every year. Shout out to Real Revis and Cocoa House. They do that.
Shout out to them.
They they do a community cup where we have 4 weeks of just getting the kids outside and we go in different parts of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And the police, they cook for the kids and they do things like that.
Nice.
We had a shout out Rayshawn Freeman, who did the Jerry Burrell Park. This summer. And the police was heavily involved with that. That was like 5 or 6 weeks. So they were outside. Jerry Burrell was basketball, a youth league that we used to do. They do Toys for Tots. So it's continuing to foster and bridge that relationship.
Yeah.
And it's a community approach where that community engagement and that relationship needs to be fostered. And there needs to be accountability on both sides.
Oh, both.
It has to be accountability
Hear
on
that,
both
Val?
sides.
On both, not just for
both
the
sides. The community and the police need to be able to come together and work together to make sure our communities are safe and to make sure that people feel okay in where they live. So I think that's important. The police, the public safety relationship and the community relationship, it's a fine line.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right?
Is.
But they need each other.
Yep.
You can't have one without the other.
You can't.
And and I always want to make sure that our policing is a very, very tough job. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy job. So we want to make sure that they have the resources that they need. And that might not always be more policemen.
Mm-hmm.
That might be, mental health, task teams that come and assess a situation before it goes left.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That may be, putting up different things where you can support, where they can be support, where maybe they're not always there. For instance, if they're not always in a park, maybe we put a system where they can be reached. If somebody doesn't have a cell phone and something's going on in the park, they can be reached.
Oh,
you know
nice.
what I'm saying? These are the type of things that we need to do. We need to think outside the box to make sure that we're providing them with the resources to be successful and our community feels safe. You know what I mean? And our community feels safe. So I think it's just fostering those relationships and making sure that there's an understanding between the two and inviting them.
Oh.